Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton, secretly married? From reports that Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton are closer than ever to photos and video of the two celebrating Blake Shelton's birthday together, it's looking like these two are absolutely inseparable. In fact, according to a new report, things between Gwen and Blake may have just escalated beyond inseparable and entered new, more official, territory. According to what an insider told Life and Style magazine, Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton were secretly married. The source claims that the two want to be together forever, which most of us could have guessed given everything. So they decided to just do it. That's a little impulsive, especially without news of an engagement. Well, except for what may have been a botched proposal earlier this year. According to the report, they wanted it to be just very close friends and close family, including Gwen's kids. Apparently, Gwen's three were not only included, but Blake had bracelets made for all of them, depicting them as 5 stick figures as a family. That's all kinds of precious. A representative for Blake Shelton responded that the story of these two having a secret wedding was simply not true. Representatives aren't officers of the court or anything, so they can straight up lie if they really need to. They also don't always know as much as they think that they do about the stars whom they represent. Because we could see Gwen and Blake, both having hooked up right after experiencing nasty breakups, not bothering with a big production and just getting married in secret. Presumably after a secret engagement, though, right? And they might not have as many of the usual concerns that stars do about a rushed marriage. Gwen Stefani only had, one serious boyfriend before she married Gavin Rossdale. This makes Blake her third boyfriend. What we're saying, basically, is that she seems to be someone who falls hard and loves with her whole heart, whatever that means. Which is also why Gavin's alleged cheating with the nanny hurt so much. And Blake Shelton projects an image of a guy who might just go screw it and tie the knot. Also, where some stars might fret over prenups, they are both loaded. Gwen is worth something in the neighborhood of $80 million last we checked, with Blake worth about $60 million. So yeah, there's a disparity, but it's hard to imagine that either of them are marrying for cash. Even with as many details as this includes, we're not sure that we believe this insider. We feel like it's likely that elements of that are true. The bracelet thing is so specific. But maybe whoever it was misunderstood what they heard, and it was just a sweet gesture. In fact, this little get-together sounds more like how you'd celebrate a private decision to get engaged, don't you think? There's another reason that we're not super convinced that this was a wedding, and it's not because nobody was dressed in traditional wedding attire. Gwen's kids were there. Kingston is 11, Zuma is 8, and Apollo is 3. Now, Most 11-year-old can keep a secret, especially one that's important to their mum. Some 8-year-olds can keep secrets. Three-year-olds cannot keep secrets. They absolutely cannot. What exactly is the point of a secret wedding if precious little Apollo is going to accidentally leak it to Gavin Rossdale and who knows who else? This whole story could even be the couple floating the idea of them getting married without a real engagement and seeing the response. Though neither Gwen nor Blake seem the calculating type. Surely they'll have an engagement period, though. No matter how in love they both are right now, they've both just recently been hurt in their previous relationship. Fools rush in, as they say. We were just talking yesterday about Joseph Duggar and Kendra Caldwell's wedding registry, and pointed out that their half-year engagement is going to be short, even by Duggar standards. Surely this star-crossed power couple will have a longer engagement than that, right?